Alright, what's going on YouTube? Real quick video here, and as you can see by the title, Don't Buy Airsoft Silicone Oil. Exactly what this video is about. Now I get this question a lot, and a young man sent me this question the other day. He says, I bought a gas blowback pistol, and it had the little tiny bottle of lube, which was kind of all leaked out by the time it got to me. You know, where do I buy lubricant? You know, what do I buy? I get this question a ton. I should have answered it a while ago. Also, a lot of people ask about CO2 guns. They're like, what do you use to lubricate it? They never give you oil with a CO2 gun. And so most people think they have to go to an airsoft store and buy the airsoft oil. And that is just probably the worst thing you can buy. As you can see in front of me, the best thing you can buy right here, I like this, the Team Associated shock oil. This is RC shock oil, and it's 100% silicone oil, just like every airsoft gun manufacturer recommends. Now the reason I like this, and I don't know a lot about RCs, so I'm not getting into a big debate about RC oil. I like the Team Associated because it's made by Lucas Oil. It's made here in the United States, and I buy it from RC Planet because they have cheap shipping. They'll ship something for $2.39. I think the last time I bought it, I got 2 bottles. These are 2-ounce bottles. I got 2 of them, and it was shipped from Utah to North Carolina for $2.39, which is the way any good website should be. So, you know, for a grand total of, I think these are $3.35 a piece. Don't quote me on that. So for like $6 or $7, you can get this big bottle rather than buy some tiny little rip-off bottle from an airsoft store. And don't use that spray silicone. Everybody's like, buy the spray stuff because you can spray down in cracks and crevices. It's oil. It's going to get there, especially the P-Force. I used to have a couple cans of it here. That P-Force airsoft oil has the worst leaking spray nozzles on it. Those things, the cans suck, the spray nozzles suck. Half the time they don't work. Don't buy it. Now, what weight you buy is another, this is one of those topics that there's going to be 9 million opinions. If you go on a forum and look and they're talking about RC shock oil, there's going to be 90 million different opinions. You should use 10, you should use 20, 30. I use 45 weight. I can tell you the 10 weight is thicker than the oil that comes in the little bottles from KWA and all the rest of them. I like the 10 or the 20, either one. When it's really hot out, 20 weight's good in the summer. If you're playing in the winter, a little thinner, 10, but there's not much difference. And I'm going to put a little drop of each on this scrap piece of Kydex. Maybe so you can see how it spreads out. I don't know. We'll see. But I think the 10 weight is fine. The 30 weight is kind of good. It's pretty thick. And I think if you got a gas blowback rifle and you want to put some on the bolt and areas you want it to stay, then the 30 weight's pretty good. You can use it for stuff like that. And I've seen people too, they're like, I saw a video the other day, somebody demonstrating how to lubricate a gas blowback pistol, and they're putting grease up in the slide. Man, you don't put grease up in there. If you've ever cleaned a real gun, you use oil. You don't put grease up in the thing. Grease just traps dirt and grinds the dirt into your slide. Use oil. Oil to lubricate the slide. I'll do a whole nother video on how to lubricate the gun after this. I just want to talk about the oil itself. But anyways, the Team Associated, rcplanet.com, whatever you want, 10 weight, 20 weight, 30 weight. I wouldn't recommend the 30 weight in a pistol. It's just really thick, maybe up in the slide, but not in the valves and stuff. Like I said, the 10 or 20 is fine. And for CO2 guns, this is the other question the young man asked me. If you got a magazine like this where you can get right to the needle, just plop a little thing in there and then put the CO2 in and then tighten it down and use your gun. If you can't, if you got something like an Uzi or a MP7 or just, something where you can't see the valve, then just put a little drop on top of it, put it up in the magazine, screw it on, and you've got your gun lubricated. About every 3 bulbs of these, put a little oil on there. And now, excuse me, a lot of people think too, well, if I use a little, that's good. So if I use a lot, it's going to be really good for my gun. And no, it's not. Too much oil is never good. Like I said, you just want to drop. And that's the other thing, the bad thing about these is the hole in the top is pretty big, so it's hard to get just a real fine drop. You always tend to get a little bit much with this. But you know, again, don't be sitting there squeezing handful after handful in there, because it's just going to ruin your gun. Just a little drop will do you. Like I said, if you can fill up the little recessed part on the top of a CO2 bulb and put it in your magazine, that's plenty every 2 or 3 of these. So anyways, go ahead and talk about it in the comments. What do you use? What's your favorite weight? Like I said, I like the 10 or the 20. The 30's getting a little goopy. Let's drop it here. I don't know if this is going to work, so if it doesn't get included in the video, it just didn't work out right, we'll put a drop and just see how it expands, because that's the only really way I have to test it. So anyways, I'll do a regular video here in a few days on how to lubricate the entire gun and clean it. But I just wanted to let people know, don't buy Airsoft Oil. RC shock oil. It's the way to go. Look at this. 2 ounces. It sounds small. That's a lot of oil. That's a lot of shooting right there, using it sparingly. So, like I said, RC Planet's like $6 and change shipped to your door per bottle, or 2 or 3 bottles. I think I could have got all 3 for the $2.39 shipping. But whatever. RCPlanet.com, the team associated RC shock oil. All right, here we go. This is the 10 weight oil. See, 20. You can see that's a pretty bit thicker. And now the 30. This stuff is really thick. Like I said, I think the 10 weight is the closest thing that comes with the guns, and it's a great oil. As you can see, the 30 weight's still spreading out. It's pretty damn thick. My preference is the 10, the 20 when it's really, really hot out. So, hope this helps. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe.